Someone asked me to do a video of walking around in my new area. So here I am on the old railway that's been converted to a bike path, going through Bath. Still getting my sea legs here, so the hills, you have to get used to them. But it's really nice that we have this cutting right through town. It used to be a railway, and further down there are two tunnels, what they call the green belt tunnels or greenway tunnels or something like that. And one of them is half a mile long and the other is a mile long. I went through those the other day by myself and it's quite foreboding. But the walkways around here are magnificent, and everywhere you go there's an old church or viaduct or some historic building to check out. So anyway, I'm walking along the bike path in Bath, and as I said, it's really nice. I've been exploring a lot lately, both downtown, around town, and a couple of villages around where I live, and it's unending as far as, you know, historical buildings and cultural sites and things like that, historic sites or even prehistoric sites. So that's what I've been doing. I did send you a video of Busking in Bath. I thought that might be interesting. Some people found it interesting. And about that, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. There are probably about 6 or 7 busking zones in Bath, and it's really professionally organized. So you'll see somebody setting up in one zone, playing an hour or whatever the slot is, half hour, packing up in another one, coming immediately in. And around the town centre, there are probably 5 or 6 spots where I see people busking. Now I'm told that they're very strict on what you can play, so you have to have approved material. I don't think this includes musical stuff, instrumental stuff. I think you can play what you want if you're playing classical or jazz or, you know, any sort of meditational music. But when it comes to covers, you have to be approved, and there's actually an approved songbook for the city. And that's because this is a World Heritage Site. It's only one of 3 towns in the whole world where the whole town, the whole city, is a World Heritage Site. So there's a lot of tourism and visitors, museums, historical sites and the like, and they have to keep up a certain public standard, I guess, to retain that standing. Maybe some of you know, those of you from the UK might know better than me and can instruct me on that point. So you can't just show up and play Anarchy in the UK or Holidays in the Sun or your favourite punk classics or, you know, depressed death metal copies. You have to play something, I suppose, that's acceptable to most public tastes or common public tastes. So that's interesting, because my brother, he said, well, why don't you busk? You could do that. Well, it's not easy to just jump into. There's a queue, there's a waiting list for people that want to do it, and the buskers are higher standard than anything I've ever seen. Almost recording quality gear, you know. You'll see a singer-songwriter or a folk singer, usually with a Taylor or a Martin guitar, and pretty high-end stuff as far as amps and mics and things like that. So it's not your ragtag busking that you see, you know, in most places. It's the next step up. So I thought to explain that a little bit, because all I did is post the video. But anyway, here's a little taste of my area. See you on the next one.